All right, thank you, Jared. And our in-depth coverage continues now at WPRI.com reporter Ted Nesi. Ted, it's not every day that the New York Times picks up a Rhode Island political story, and a sign of just how much this has really resonated. One thing they really touched on was your column from WPRI.com last Saturday, and in that you really talked about how rough a week it's been for the governor. But this is hardly the first time we've seen her change her stance on something after public outcry. If we remember 2 months ago, she reversed her decision on whether to lower flags for Buddy Cianci. Is this something we're going to keep seeing from her?
It does seem, Shannon, like while the two aren't directly related, there's a mirror between these two problems. It seems like Governor Raimondo and her team have struggled at these moments that require the human touch rather than a spreadsheet. At the same time, there's also clearly an issue here with management and implementation. As Jared pointed out, the Commerce Corporation, a powerful agency, not able to execute on a major initiative. They've been talking about this tourism thing since she was a candidate. So that's got to be working for Rhode Islanders, considering that agency controls millions of dollars.
All right. Now, the governor isn't up for re-election for another 2.5 years. So what does she have to do going forward? Because I can't imagine that it looks good to the public when you're changing your stance so often just from backlash.
No, and that's a tough thing in politics, right? Because you need to show you're listening to people, but then if you change your mind or change your actions a lot, they say, well, you don't know what you're doing. I think she took the first step Friday. She acknowledged people are angry. She dropped the slogan. She got rid of the marketing chief. She said she'll get some money back. She said that again to Jared today. I think now they need to get the tourism campaign back on track, and her aides need to develop perhaps a better antenna for these kind of things, like the Cianci flag issue, like the tourism mess, to make sure that they get the details right on that and understand how the public's going to feel so it doesn't blow up on them.
Really understand the emotional impact of these decisions.
Absolutely. Being the governor, it's like being the president. It's a difficult job. There's a piece of it that's managing the government and thinking about policy, but there's another piece that's sort of being someone people trust and that they're okay with having in their living room every night.
All right, WPRI.com reporter Ted Nesi, thank you so much. And you can read Ted's analysis on the tourism debacle right now on WPRI.com.
And you can count on Eyewitness News for continuing coverage of the tourism campaign debacle, both on air and online. Coming up new at 6, reaction from regional Rhode Island tourism groups who claim they were not involved in the process as planned.